Hey, it's me again. So, let me tell you about this place that completely blew my mind Japan. Seriously, this country is like stepping into a whole other world, where ancient traditions and cutting edge technology coexist in the coolest way possible. I remember my first day there. Walking through Tokyo felt like diving into the future. Neon signs lit up the streets, vending machines for literally everything, and trains so punctual they make you question your own life choices. But here's the thing. For all its modern vibes, Japan's soul is still deeply rooted in its history and culture. And I'm telling you, it's impossible not to fall in love with this place. Let's start with Tokyo, because how could we not? Shibuya Crossing is like the heartbeat of the city. I was standing there, surrounded by what felt like a million people, all crossing the street at once, and I just thought, this is the energy of Tokyo. It's chaotic, but in the best way. And the food? Oh man, don't even get me started. I had ramen that changed my life. It was from this tiny shop in Shinjuku where you order from a vending machine. You pick your toppings, pay, and a few minutes later, boom, steaming, flavorful ramen that feels like a warm hug in a bowl. But Tokyo isn't just about the hustle and bustle. You've got these little pockets of calm, like Meiji Shrine. Picture this. You're walking through a massive forest right in the middle of the city. It's quiet and peaceful, and you can't help but feel a sense of reverence. I wrote my wish on one of those wooden ima plaques and hung it up, just like so many others. It's one of those moments where you feel connected to something bigger than yourself. And then there's Kyoto. Oh, Kyoto. If Tokyo is the future, Kyoto is a portal to the past. It's all about tradition here. Temples, tea ceremonies, and those iconic geishas. I spent an entire day just wandering through the Arashiyama bamboo grove, and let me tell you, it's like walking into a dream. The bamboo towers over you, swaying gently in the breeze, and there's this soft, almost magical light filtering through. It's one of the most surreal experiences I've ever had. Speaking of surreal, let's talk about Fushimi Inari Shrine. You know, the one with all those bright red torii gates. It's even more breathtaking in person. I started climbing the path thinking, I'll just go halfway. But before I knew it, I was at the top. The view of Kyoto from up there? Worth every single step. Plus, there's something so meditative about walking through those gates, one after the other. It feels like time slows down, and you're left alone with your thoughts. Now, I can't talk about Japan without mentioning Hiroshima. It's not an easy place to visit. It's heavy, you know? But it's also incredibly important. The Peace Memorial Park is a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. Standing there, looking at the atomic bomb dome, you can't help but feel a mix of sadness and hope. Sadness for what happened, but hope because of how the city has rebuilt itself into a symbol of peace. On a lighter note, let's not forget about Mount Fuji. I didn't climb it, but I got to see it from Lake Kawaguchi, and wow! There's something almost otherworldly about how perfect it looks. It's like a postcard come to life. And if you're lucky enough to catch it with cherry blossoms in the foreground, that's a memory you'll treasure forever. Speaking of cherry blossoms, Hanami season is a whole vibe. Imagine sitting under a blooming sakura tree with a picnic, surrounded by families, friends, and couples. Everyone's laughing, eating, and just soaking in the beauty of nature. It's this fleeting moment of perfection that makes you realize how precious life is. Deep, right? But that's what Japan does to you. It makes you stop and appreciate the little things. Oh, and let's not forget about the small towns. I went to Takayama, this charming little place in the mountains. It felt like stepping into a Studio Ghibli movie. Narrow streets lined with wooden houses, sake breweries where you can taste test the good stuff, and the smell of freshly grilled skewers wafting through the air. It's the kind of place that makes you want to slow down and exist. Before I wrap this up, I have to mention the people. The kindness and hospitality in Japan are on another level. One time, I got lost trying to find my Airbnb, and this older man walked me all the way there, even though it was completely out of his way. That's just how they are. Always willing to help, always respectful. It's the kind of thing that sticks with you long after you've left. So, yeah, Japan. It's a place that captures your heart in ways you don't expect. Whether it's the vibrant energy of Tokyo, the serene beauty of Kyoto, or the deep history of Hiroshima, there's something here for everyone. It's a country that teaches you to embrace contrasts, old and new, fast and slow, simple and intricate. All right, that's it from me today. If you're thinking about visiting Japan, my advice is simple. Do it. And if you've already been, tell me in the comments what your favorite spot was. I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know where we should explore next. Until then, happy travels.